Konnichiwa. Watashi na namae wa. You ain't gonna know. Well, that's all I basically know. I know a bit more, but I'm still learning stuff. I've got this like iPad and Japanese app. I'm practicing on the cheap. But anyway, the reason why I'm doing this video is because today is actually the third working day for my visa application, and that's all it takes is 3 days, which is fantastic, like really quick, good service and stuff. So yeah, as you would have seen in my last video, I got my COE, but I got my COE on the Thursday, and then it was Good Friday, then it was Bank Holiday, Easter, and you have to give yourself a day to like get back into routine and get up early enough to like go to the embassy before work. So on the Wednesday, I handed in my COE with my passport, and Monday today, it's ready. My baby's ready. So yeah, I went to collect that today, and I had a very disorientated morning. I think it's because maybe too much pina colada the day before, or I didn't have that much, but it was half a can actually. I didn't have none at all, but I don't know what it was, but I was just like, in the morning, I had to come back. I went out, I had to come back. I left my headphones. I thought, you know what, I'm not going all that way without, my headphones, So, anyway, the London, so Japanese London Embassy is actually based in Green Park. You can get there using the Victoria line, which is the blue line, or the Jubilee line, which is the grey line. And I used the Victoria line to get there today. It's literally 2 minutes. I'm not joking, 2 minutes away. I mean, 2 minutes in real time, not the 2 minutes Londoners tell you it's 2 minutes and it actually takes like 10 or 20 minutes. 2 minutes. So you'll see it. It's actually Buckingham Palace exit if you're at the Victoria way, So yeah, I went there and they've got like proper airport security style when you go into the embassy. Obviously it's an embassy, so it's expected to a certain extent. So you have to put in your bags and your valuables into the screening, and then you have to walk through the metal detectors. As you go through, there's actually like you'll hear over here, and then because I've been there a few times, I knew exactly where she was. But you won't actually see the woman because she's behind like a dark panel screening, and she'll just quickly look at to show you got the correct documents. So when I had my COE, she checked that my visa application, I had that. And when I went again today, she checked that I had my slip that they give you to collect your visa. So yeah, went for the glass doors. I'm going to run through this very quickly because it's not really essential. It's basic common sense. But you press a visa if you want to get your visa. You press your certificate if you want to drop off your application with your certificate of eligibility. So yeah, this time I pressed the visa, and while I was waiting, it's very quick. It takes about 10-20 minutes. I met a friend at the embassy, someone who's going to study in Japan, and it's a good job I met this friend because like I said, I had a disorientated morning. So it clearly says on the slip that they give you when you drop off your COE. So when you come back, the slip says £23 cash. Okay, so it's clear. I saw it when I was walking to the embassy. I just walked past the bank and just went straight into the embassy, and they don't accept cards. So I queued, was chatting away to this friend I met, and the woman had their passport in her hand ready to give me the visa, I hear someone say, that will be £23. Yeah, I had to apologise to the woman and say, I'm sorry, have to go back, get some cash, I'll be right back. And I had to queue again. But luckily I met the guy at the embassy. He was so kind enough, and thank you to this guy. He pressed the ticket for me. So as I came back, I only had to wait once, one turn. And that was great because I was kind of like worried I had to get to work. And yeah, went there and yeah, got my visa. And let me quickly show you what it looks like. Just bear with me a second because I have to kind of like cover my details, obviously, for sensitive information. I just want to kind of give you a guideline to what it kind of looks like because I'm I like to share information, you know how I do. It's not very clear, but yeah, that's my picture, and it says Japanese visa on there, and it's got all your credentials, yeah. And then on top of that, you've got your COE. So look after your COE when it comes. Don't fold it or anything because it'll look all tacky in your visa. You don't want to look tacky. So yeah, that's my COE there. All right. So it just goes into your in your passport there. So yeah. So that's in there. I'm very happy. I was so happy. It's kind of like a sense of relief because I've been waiting for this for like since like the second, third week in January. And today, when I got back to work, I told everyone that I kind of told the partners on Friday that I'm resigning. And then on Monday, I told like everybody else and stuff. And it was kind of like, I felt really bad. I don't know, I feel like, not resignation, I really hate leaving a place, because when I don't know, I just don't like doing that. I feel like I'm letting someone down by doing it. I need to get out of that habit. Like I really felt that way. But everyone's very supportive, and some people you could see the disappointment in the eyes, but they were very happy for me and stuff. No, but and I'm talking about it. There's a few other people who had daughters or so forth who've been to Japan before, and yeah. So and as I did that, basically, I asked my manager, I asked my colleague, basically, do you know any cheap airlines that go to Japan? And he pulled up Skyscanner, and Virgin Airlines came up. What about Virgin? I was like, they're usually quite expensive. And thanks to my colleague, they actually had a sale on, which ended today. And so I booked to go with a Virgin Airline. Now, I did look at China Eastern Airline. Now, I've never travelled to China Eastern Airline before, and I don't know anybody that's travelled with them. And so I was a bit like, it's cheap for like £450-60 it was. Plus you get 2 baggage. Virgin only get one 23 kilo baggage and bag. And so, but then I thought you have to go to China. It stops off at China, so it's not a direct flight. I think you have to wait like a day, which means I have to get a visa. And when I looked into that, I thought, visa, I must have paid extra money just to go there directly, and to basically not have to get my visa and stuff. And you have to pay for visa as well. It still worked out cheaper, but I just thought, what, I've been with Virgin numerous times. They look after you. They're quite a prestigious airline as well, and it's direct, simple, So I booked that. But while I was booking it, right, what happened? I'm a person that has to kind of like digest everything, take it in, analyze, think about it, analyze, da 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 da. So by the time I went through that whole process, I saw the £649, ready to put my card details, press enter, it crashed out. So I was like, okay, I'll just do it again. By this time, I've probably done it 7 times already. This time I've done it again, it went up £100. I was like, are these people serious? So I was like, no, I was crying nearly. I was about to get on the blower, and I actually did get on the blower. I was like, oi, love, I bought my ticket and it says £600 and this pounds, and now it's going up £100, and I was about to just give it to them, So how can you do this? And I thought, you know what? Let me not just do that. Let me just make sure before I do that. And I did it again 10 minutes later, and it went back down. Now I'm sure that's a technique they use. That's such a technique they use. I think they have some type of software that can see when people are procrastinating, and then they think, oh, let me just play a little bit of tricks on them, and you probably end up calling them, and they'll say, oh yes, we can put it back down to £100 and give if you book it now though. But trust me, when I saw that 649 come back on the screen, I booked it like zoomed, and I'm booked. So yes, I'm booked to go Thursday the 17th of May, I think it is, and I get there 3 days before my orientation, and yeah, I can do a bit of sightseeing, party. Find other clubs around Tokyo and stuff, and enjoy myself before I start the big job. And yeah, so that's done. So COE visa check, flight check, driving license kind of check. I sent off for that. It has to come back. And also I sold another item that I had, and I got like 340 quid for that, which I'm happy, about. I can go towards my flight. And I've just got to get a TB screening checked, and this is just confirm you haven't got TB and you've had your injection and stuff. But that is, for me, that's one of the longest things apart from your COE and the visa process, because your practice will not treat it as urgent at all. So, and I guess that depends how you talk to them. I didn't really talk to them with any urgency at all, but I did kind of say I need it, done within the next few weeks. It got passed and passed, and to be fair to them, they did contact me back, and I didn't pick up the call, and they didn't leave messages. I didn't know, but that's something that I have to get on, because I live quite far away from my practice, because I didn't re-register down in London when I moved, so I need to sort that out, and that's quite essential, because you won't get in the country without that, and I think that's a good thing that they do. So that's what I need to sort out next, and obviously just sorting out my suitcase and bringing the essentials, and that's all I'm bringing is the bare essentials. When I come back in August, I'll probably bring more stuff back to Japan. But yeah, that's about it really. So yeah, I'm all set to go. I'm so excited and stuff. So okay, I'm not gonna go on any longer, because I've kind of talked too much.